Hello everyone, and here is the shrug we are going to be working on today. I thank y'all for joining us. This is a very easy beginner project. It may look a little complicated, but it's not. We are going to make our slip knot to get started. All we're going to do is make a long chain. Now this chain that we're making is the sleeve size. So for my size, I wanted it to be a 20/22, around there. So what you want are 22 to 24 inches of sleeve. And I know that sounds a little bit big, but take your arm and measure it right at the, I guess, the fattest point, the largest point in your upper arm. And not up at the underarm, not with this project. So you're going to measure the largest part of your upper arm, and you're going to add 2 inches to that to make this shrug loose on your arm. Okay? So that's the length that you want this chain. It's a very easy measurement, and I tested it with my daughter, and it works the same with her. Because her size is like a 12 and her arm is a 12 as well. 12 inches. So I think that has something to do with our sizing. Now after you get your chain complete with the length, you're going to chain 5. The first 3 are for your double crochet, and the next 2 are for your skip 2, and then you're going to go into the third one. Now here I think you're going to loop over your yarn. Don't forget to loop under your yarn, because you're going to do a double crochet. This pattern is very simple, but see, I had to go back and loop under my yarn because I messed that up. It's very simple. You're going to do double crochets and chains. So after you make your chain the length that you need it, you are going to do a double crochet, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to skip 2, and chain into the next one. Do your double crochet in that third stitch from the stitch that you're on. There you go. So you're on your next one. So here we are, we're going to chain 2. Okay, and you're going to loop under. You're going to skip 2 chains and go into the next one. Now that is basically the entire pattern right there. Okay, I'm going to continue showing you on this first row how you do that. You're going to chain 2. You're going to skip 2 stitches and go into the next one. So that is basically the whole thing. So it's a very simple project. It's a mesh, kind of a lacy shrug, and I actually made it for my anniversary dress, where I had already made the little chest piece. I wanted this yarn to match that piece. So this is the exact same skein with the same variegations and all that. Variations. Yeah, variegations. It's variegated yarn, so you just continue with your chain 2, skip 2, and double. Okay? Now the measurement you want across your shoulders is down your arm, however long you want it, times 2, obviously, and then across the back of your shoulders, but stretch it quite a bit. Try it on before you close it up, because I had to undo mine. I made it too small the first time, and I had to take it out, and that's pretty tricky to do when you use the same yarn to sew it together. But this is the stitch here, chaining and doubles. It's like a ladder. I think it's called a ladder stitch in some patterns because it kind of looks like a little ladder that you're making. But it is a very simple stitch, but it's lacy and pretty. So anyway, this is one of several projects I'm working on right now. And this one is complete. So happy to have worn it Sunday. And this yarn that I'm using, you can use any yarn you like. This is a cotton blend, I believe. I don't think it was 100% cotton, but it was a cotton blend. And it's a thinner yarn. I still used the G hook on it, a 4.25 millimeter. But you can actually use whatever size you like. And you just kind of experiment with the different sizes and how you like it to look. Most of my projects are experiments that hopefully turn out. So this is one I've made before. It's just been quite a while since I've made one. And I think I made a solid one before. So I may do a solid one on a video to show y'all how to do that as well. Because actually I need another one. For some reason I cannot find some of the things that I've made over the years, and that is one of them. I had a white one that was all the way across, solid, just like this, and I just can't find it anywhere. And this project actually doesn't take very long to make. A little longer than this 15-minute video, but it doesn't take quite as long as you would think because it's not a full sweater. It is, it's a shrug. It comes down about halfway down your back, and I'll show you in the end in the video and the pictures what it looks like on. You can skip to that part and look at it now if you like. But I really love how this one turned out. And just ignore that messy bedroom over there. The drawer's missing in the bottom. I had cleaned out that bottom drawer and cleaned off the top of the dresser actually, and used the drawer to put things in until I organized it. It is now back on, but it kind of looks funny across the room now in this video. Okay, now we're at the end, and I missed that part because I was looking at the dresser drawer. When you get to the end, you're going to chain 5 and skip 2 and turn. Okay, so you're just going to turn and continue. Now I'm going to show you here in a second on your double. I think I zoom in again. You're going to chain 2. No, what did I do here? I did something. Okay, so right there I'm really not sure what I did because I re-ended this. I think I might have messed up on the end and then went back, because here I'm finishing the end again. So just ignore that little last few seconds of video. There, you're going to chain 5 and turn. Okay, so you've got your 3 for up and your 2 for the skip 2. Now you're going to go into the top of each double. I'm sorry if that was confusing. I just I don't know what happened. So here we are. Now you're starting your mesh, your little lacy part, and it looks a little wobbly at the end, but it's really not. It'll turn out just fine. So it may look wonky, but just go with it, okay? You're going to chain 3 up for your double and 2 over for your skip 2 on the very end, and then the rest of it is a double in the top of the double and chain 2 again. So it works out pretty good. And there we are. There's your mesh forming. It's so pretty. And you go right in the top of each double. You can kind of see where the hole is once you're working with it. So there we go. You make sure you loop under and go in the hole. It's pretty easy to see. And then you pull through and do your double stitch. There you go. And you just keep on a going until voila. You're almost done. See, it looks funny there, but then it goes back. And you've got a straight edge when you're done. So you want to measure across your shoulders and down your arms. And you only want to close up a few inches on each side. Now, I don't show you how to do that part. What you do is you drape it over your shoulders, and then you stitch together about 4 or 5 inches. You can do it a little longer if you like, just to cover your arms on either end of it. So there we are. I love my little wooden bowl because my yarn ball just stays right in it, and it doesn't have a little crook in it like a yarn bowl does, technically. I don't have a fancy one, but I sure like it. It's one that my husband turned with the wood lathe. And here we are coming to the end, pretty much. I think this is the last row. And if you want number of rows, it's just what fits across your shoulders and down your arms. So double check that though before you sew it together. I would pin it or use some contrasting yarn color and like baste sew it, barely sew it together, just enough so you can try it on before you sew it all the way. And here is the finished product. I love how it comes down my back and it covers my arms. So this dress is, it has flouncy arms, but the back is mostly open. So I love how this covers it up. And it's so summery and pretty. And there we are. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me and watching today. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.